Hey, good afternoon, guys, and Thorzax here. This is a little bit of a rant video. If you don't want to listen to a rant, then please just go ahead and skip it. And I don't want to waste your time. Now, recently, as you can see, the prices on components, the prices on powder, the prices on, you know, primers, you name it, they're all going out of style again. They're starting to shoot up, and there's this shortage. Okay, the China virus. All this stuff, okay, is happening, all right, and it's being taken advantage of, all right. So, the bullet companies, the primer companies, the powder companies, the companies that sell them, I'm going to tell you what, guys. It wasn't too long ago, bought an AR-15 lower. I paid $38 for this, plus tax, out the door. Now, I just went to a site, and in fact, I went to several of them, and looked at just 80% lowers. Not that I'm interested in 80% lowers. I'm just, seeing how much they cost and what was the tooling involved and that sort of thing. I watched a video earlier that kindled my interest in that, and I just wanted to find out more about what the cost is in order to make one of those. So, in case I ever wanted to do that in the future. They're wanting like $80. They're wanting like $80 for an 80% lower. Now, granted, you can navigate around the ATF paperwork, and I know that there's reasons why people buy them, but I'm not stupid, guys. Everything, lowers like this, just the plain anodized black lower, no trigger guard, looks just like the run of the mill AR-15s. We're all out of stock of those. But the ones that were goofy looking, that maybe had a cut, an angle to the the magazine well, or they were styled different, or whatever. Oh, they have those. You can get them in a 10-pack, but they're wanting almost $80 a piece for them. Those are the same ones that you could turn around and buy for extremely cheap prices, like 3 months ago. I mean, they couldn't sell them, so they were practically giving them away. I know one thing. Okay, I'm not stupid. If there was that much of a demand, okay, for AR-15 lowers, 80% lowers, these companies, okay, there must be 100 different companies nowadays that make AR-15 lowers, and there's a shortage. Excuse me? I mean, they would be making them 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, if they could sell them, if they were in business, and the business was good. But these outfits are taking advantage of the consumer, and what they're doing is they're creating make-believe drama. Okay, this is all fake news. Okay, that's all this is. I'd be willing to bet that if you go into their storehouse, okay, and you go back to shipping and receiving, and you go back to the big, blue bin, okay, and where they have all the lowers or whatever, they're probably going to have 2 of them in there, or they won't have any. The bin will be turned upside down, okay, and out of stock, okay. You know what? They don't have any in stock to ship, but you walk another 15 feet through a door, and there's probably thousands of them stacked up to the ceiling. They're just not putting them out to be shipped. That's, we're out of stock. That's bull crap. It's all bull crap. All of that is bull crap. Same thing with the bullets, with the primers, with the powder. I mean, if you haven't figured it out yet, this comes and goes. This comes in waves, and it comes in waves, and then another wave of fake news and the hysteria and this madness that takes place where people are coming in, to gun stores, and their hands are shaking, and they got their checkbook out, or they got their credit card out, and the gun dealer guy goes, that'll be $750. Really. Really, I'm serious. And these guys will, oh, I'll buy it, I'll buy it. You know, like it's the last one in the world. You know what? This is the reason why I reload. This is the reason why I have components on hand. This is the reason why I buy stuff on sale when the price is low. This is the reason why I have an area where I keep all my stuff. I keep it all safe. I keep it all, where it's supposed to be, and I got enough stuff to get through these things. If we pull together, you know, as a community, we can send a message to these companies that we're not putting up with anymore. You know, the 22 caliber, the 22 long rifle, big hysteria that was going on a couple of years ago, during the Obama administration. I've seen this over and over and over again. I mean, when they first came out with the assault rifle ban, years and years and years and years ago. I mean, people were walking into the gun show with $2,000 saying, I want an AK-47 and a case of ammo. $2,000. This is a gun that you paid $250 for. And you paid $69 for a case of 1,200 rounds. People in three-piece suits were coming in there and buying these guns and the ammo. And that started a ball rolling. And the next thing you know, every so often, this hysteria starts again over a shortage of powder or a shortage of primers. Oh, there was a primer shortage there for a while where you couldn't get primers. I mean, people were going out. I mean, this was like in the late 80s, early 90s. People were going out and they were spending $150 on a 1,000 primers. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It just keeps happening over and over and over again. And what happens is that, I think naturally a lot of people can't afford those prices, so they just kind of lose interest and they don't buy it. And then next thing you know, the price starts coming back down. And the next thing you know, they start getting reasonable again. But the thing is, though, they never go back to the same price they were before they started the fake news, make-believe drama that all this stuff was drying up, and it's all crap. All that is just crap. It is. Don't fall for it. What we need to do as a community, we need to shut them down. We need to turn around and say, we're not paying these prices for this crap. It really steams me up that people get caught up in this crap. There's no need for it. It's all it is just greed. And they're taking advantage of the fact that we've had this pandemic, and they're blaming all their manufacturing problems. Oh, we've had this pandemic, and we can't operate the machines, because we have to wear, masks, and those are loose fitting, and we can't have loose fitting material on when we're operating the lathes. You're not using lathes. You're using a CNC machine. You're pressing a button outside in this little booth somewhere, and it spits it out. 30 seconds, boom, it's done. You just don't fall for it. Just don't fall for this crap. It really got me steamed up. Like I said, you get independent, and the way you get independent is you stock up when the prices are low. Same thing with bullet material. When you buy casting, that gives you independence. Okay, you can make as many bullets as you need. You're going to get through this, and you're going to keep shooting, keep shooting, keep shooting. I mean, look at the prices on 22 long rifle ammo. They're getting cheap again, really cheap. At least it was. But, yeah, the same thing with ARs. Just like Bear Creek. Bear Creek uppers are probably the cheapest upper you could buy. They're probably the lowest quality you could buy for the money. And that Bear Creek upper was like $225 like 2 months ago. And now they want over $400 or $500 for the same thing. And it's the same crappy quality. They're part of it. All this is just all part of it. Fake news, hype, make-believe drama, all this stuff. And don't believe it. Don't believe it. Just don't buy it. Let them eat it. Sooner or later, they're going to say, hey, well, this didn't work, and they'll bring the prices back down. Anyway, that's my rant. I'll probably take this down later, but I'm just trying to send out the message to everybody. If you need to buy in short quantities, okay? If you don't have a lot of material, to hand load and that sort of thing. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. Get by. Try to find components. Maybe you got a friend or something that has some. Maybe he'll sell you some or whatever. Kind of pull together. All I can say is that when the prices come down again, okay, you might have to wait, a year or something like until next year. But when they do, you remember these times and you go ahead and you stock up and you buy yourself 8 pounds of powder and you buy yourself, 5,000 primers of these and 5,000 primers of those and 5,000 primers of these and 5,000 primers of those. And you just dedicate it, and because, this is your craft. Okay. You need supplies. You're going to use them. Right? Sooner or later, you're going to use them. Might as well stock up on them when the prices are low. That's exactly what the industry does. So anyway, this is Thor's Axe, and I'm out. You guys have a good day.